Ladies and gentlemen, the news is finally here for 2K24, man. We have gameplay info to talk about, and we have some pro play info to talk about, man. Twitter is going crazy right now. The community is going crazy. Everybody just talking about the new info that we have for NBA 2K24, and people are excited, man. So here you guys see we have a trailer of the real NBA game film and the pro play, and it's really looking like a W right now with these animations being so spot on. Look at Kevin Durant mid-range jumper, and look at Stephen Curry three-point shot and the look away three. It looks so realistic if you watch these NBA games, man, and it's really looking exciting, man. A lot of things to talk about on the game info. So here first we have NBA 2K24 features revamped contest logic that puts a greater weight on body positioning compared to previous years. The new system addresses the ghost contest issues in past games and makes the coverage scores line up much closer to what gamers will expect. Blocking requires more skill this year also. It's important to read the offense and wait for the correct time and opportunity to attempt blocks. If you're behind the shooter, jumping too early, biting on fakes, or out of position attempting a late closeout, you'll quickly find yourself racking up fouls or giving shooters and one opportunities. Understanding when to act on your defensive instincts could pay dividends for your team in a pivotal moment of the game. Now, that is speaking on the contest system with 2K, because we know the contest system has been broken in 2K23 and in previous years of 2K. So from the sound of it, it sounds like they're really working on the defense as far as the contest system and making sure that it is a skill on the defensive side of the ball. And I like that they're doing that. W2K on that end. Now, of course, we got to play the game to make sure we know what we're doing and see how everything plays out. But in the hands of this description, that it sounds good that they're trying to fix and attempt to fix and worry about the contest system. Next thing we have here is layup timing. Layup timing is now on by default and has also been redesigned to be much more forgiving for easy finishes at the rim, while also rewarding players who master it with the ability to finish tough circus layups in traffic. You'll also find that advanced layups like floaters, reverses, euros, hop steps, and scoops are much more effective this year and a great tool to have as a slasher. Now, we all know 2K23 had broke the mess out of finishing with the meter, the dunking, limitless takeoff, quick drops, and also being that we had acrobats so loosely being able to just finish over everybody. The layup timing thing sounds good too, because they're trying to also make it realistic to where they got the, you know, the scoops and the euros and everything like that. It sounds like this is for crafty finishers and, you know, just redesigning the finishing and everything like that. Like I said, finishing was broken last year, so they're just attacking everything that was broken last year. Next, we have paint play. Bigs are going to have a lot of fun dominating in the paint in NBA 2K24. You can now branch out any offensive rebound to a putback attempt by simply pressing the shoot button after the catch. Post fades and hop shots are also really effective shots for post players. Strength and weight can definitely be felt in the paint as high-rated glass cleaners easily grab boards over smaller players and finish those easy second chance points. Here in this description, it sounds like that weight and height is going to be a big thing with how well you finish around the rim as far as the bigs and everything like that. And it sounds good because I didn't tell y'all, but I'm planning on being a big man my first build this year, because for one, I want to save me time from messing up the first build, and secondly, I want to see how the guard plays out as far as the meta and what's popping and what's not. So that'll save me some time. Weight and height is going to be a big thing in 2K24 from this description on the paint play, and that's a big W too, because paint defense was also broken last year. So I hope everything is going to go well with the paint defense, because defense is a major key to help this game improve. Next, it says, for dunkers on new gen consoles, you can now force controllable rim hangs from any two-hand dunk by simply keeping the sprint trigger held when the dunker grabs the rim. Down on the pro stick will give you flashy dunks to get the crowd hyped, and up down or down up double throws will let you attempt contact dunks in traffic with the meter. With the dunk meter dunks are green or miss on higher difficulty levels now, so you have to be precise to finish off the play. I am so glad that 2K ended up attacking this problem right here, because we had a problem where people were dunking and they wasn't even greening or in the green window, and that was a major problem because you made a system where you could green or white for the shooting. So for the finishing, it should have been the same, but they fixed the problem here. That'll also help the finishing problem we had this past year, where people were still dunking all day and just attempting to do meter dunks and they wasn't even timing it. So big ups to 2K for fixing that problem for us. Next, we have the takeover ability news. I'm gonna go ahead and explain this right here, right now. It says another change now comes to takeover abilities, as these are no longer assigned during the build phase. Instead, takeovers will now be decided in real time and equipped to individual attributes. Uncle Demi had went ahead and clarified this for people that had questions, so I'm gonna go ahead and read his tweet. He says, just to elaborate on this, takeovers will be finishing, shooting, playmaking, defense / rebound, and physicals. Yeah, physicals will now be a takeover also. You can pick any takeover in game. This is dope because it's situational now, and there are strategies involved in selecting a takeover. To clarify, all takeovers are available to your build in game regardless of the build you make. Now that's a big W there for 2K for the new thing where we have physicals as takeover. Now I don't know how that will work or how that will be, but I do know it says something about, you know, in game you can choose out of any takeover once you fill up that meter, and it'll go to one specific category. It won't be working for everything on your build. Now you have a takeover ability for your physicals now added on to the rest of the categories in the builder. Now that's something new, and I'm glad 2K is bringing something new to our eyes for takeovers, because it's been a mix of controversy for people saying, should we have takeovers in the game or should we just get rid of it? I also wanted to go ahead and speak on this tweet from Mike Wayne, where he said, for both the layup and dunk meters, if you have a pretty open lane, the green window is much bigger in 2K24, but it shrinks fast the heavier the traffic. And then again, on Hall of Fame and competitive online, you have to green dunks to make them. Another W from Mike Wayne as usual. Mike Wayne has been coming out striking, man. Next, we have the shot timing. It says players who play on Hall of Fame difficulty or in the rec or city will be playing with green or missed shot timing for the ultimate challenge. But team control based modes like quick play, my NBA, or my team will see more forgiving shot timing. So you won't have to mesmerize every single player's release to the exact frame to be successful. So from here, it's basically, you know, people in the park and the rec and everything, you gotta green it to basically make the shot, but it sounds like they're kind of letting off for the other modes like quick play and stuff like that, but it's making it more skilled as far as online play when you're playing against people in the park and the rec and stuff like that, which is understandable. Now we have adrenaline boosts. Adrenaline boosts are back, but they have been redesigned to make both offense and defense more engaging at the same time. On offense, boosts are no longer lost when pulling off dribble combos or moving short distances, giving elite ball handlers much more freedom to create off the bounce. But boosts will disappear every time the on-ball defender can bump the ball handler on a drive attempt. The cost of losing adrenaline is different this year as well. Instead of dramatically slowing the ball handler's movement, losing adrenaline will now heavily impact shooting attributes. So if a good defender can clamp the ball handler down and bump them 2 or 3 times in a single possession, they'll have a really tough time scoring if they can manage to get free. Oh my God, I love that they did this, man. This sounds like a really big thing, because we had 2K23 where people was out of adrenaline and was still dunking the ball and was still able to shoot contested shots. Now this is sounding real good for the dribblers too, because I would dribble sometimes, dribble and move only to a little bit of space, and they would lose 1 adrenaline bar. Now it's saying that they would kind of like, you won't be penalized for dribbling as much as it was in 2K23. Like if you're dribbling, you kind of, I guess it's going to make it to where your adrenaline is not losing it so quickly, but you'll still lose adrenaline, of course, if you're dribbling out the shot clock. And it says if you're getting bumped, so like say clamps, let's say clamps is in 2K24. somebody is like a lockdown is checking you and he's bumping you while you're trying to dribble past, you're going to lose your stamina so quickly that you're going to have to either give up the ball or you're just going to have to take the bad shot on that possession. And that sounds very good because it's catering the defense. It really sounds like it's catering the defense, but also at least still making it fair to where defense has a chance of stopping the player on the offensive end. Defense was so bad in 2K23 that it made a player that wasn't as skilled on the offensive end still be able to have a chance at getting and scoring on you because defense was so bad and because of the aspects of adrenaline and things like that. So that is another W by 2K. New animations. Every aspect of the game receives an added layer of realism that's visible in every movement and interaction. Here are some of the new animations for new gen powered by Proplay. Jump shots, dunks, layups, dribble moves, pass animations, and signature movement, which is offense and defense. So also speaking of that, Uncle Demi also tweeted this because it sounds like it's tied into this tweet right here. Just gonna put it out there, ISO is definitely gonna require skill this year. There's like 150 animations added thanks to Proplay, so I can see tons of guards finding their own unique sigs for themselves. I don't want to hear no crying about locks being OP when you're using the same 2 to 3 moves your 2K23 made, and then locks start to get bumpy. You say you a comp guard, sig up then. You say you a comp lock, now you can match the guard's movement. Let the best man win respectfully. So here it's just saying, Uncle Demi is just basically saying, you guys wanted to bump the defense and you wanted to bump the offense. He's basically saying, may the best man win. You're either going to get locked up or you're going to cook your defender. We have a lot of animations and SIGs from what Uncle Demi is saying thanks to Proplay. And also defense is being revamped and they're catering to the defense. Like I said, it sounds like they're catering to the defense. So it shouldn't be no complaining if 2K is following everything that they're saying. With that being said, guys, NBA 2K24 is looking really good, man. I'm definitely hoping that this 2K turns out really good. I need that 2K to bring me back to the game. 2K23 was really depressing for people, and they tried to throw it in our face by microtransactions and making the game more expensive, and then try to say that 2K was one of the most selling 2Ks, which is not truthfully that I believe, because like I said, microtransactions played a part in that. And we all know people complained about 2K23 all year, so I hope we get a better game because 2K23 was definitely depressing for sure. Let me know how you guys feel about this news. What is going to be you guys' first build? Let me know that also. Are you going to be a lockdown? Are you going to be a guard? Are you going to be a big? Let me know what your guys thinking about making on the first build. You guys go ahead and like the video, man, sub to the channel, and also make sure you guys drop down in the comment section what do you guys think about 2K24. Also make sure you guys turn on post notifications, man. It's your boy Ron Too Easy, and I'll catch you guys in the next video, man. Peace.